Before the fame, before the billion-dollar stadiums, there was a boy with a ball and a dream. Pele didn't just play football. He transformed it into poetry. This is the story of the man who gave the beautiful game its soul. Like the video, subscribe, and let's honor a true legend. Who is Pele? Before the modern era of digital fame, before hashtags, before viral highlights, there was a boy from Brazil who captured the hearts of the entire world with nothing but a ball at his feet and a smile that made stadiums feel like home. His name was Edson Arantes do Nascimento, but to the world, he was simply Pele. The name itself echoes like a hymn in the church of football. Not just a name, but a symbol of joy, of magic, of impossibility made real. Pele wasn't just a player. He was football's soul, its beating heart, its eternal spirit. Long before Messi or Ronaldo, long before debates about stats and Ballon d'Ors, Pele had already carved the word greatness into the foundations of the sport. Childhood and early life. Pele was born on October 23, 1940, in a humble town called Transcends, Three Hearts, in Brazil. The symbolism is almost poetic. Born into poverty, he came from a family where survival was the daily game. His father, Dondino, had once been a footballer himself, a talent lost to injury. His mother, Celeste, grounded the family with love and strength. They couldn't afford a football, so Pele and his friends made their own, from rolled-up socks, from grapefruits, from scrunched newspaper. Where others saw hardship, young Edson saw opportunity. The streets were his stadium. His bare feet were his boots. And with every kick, he taught himself not just how to control a ball, but how to dream. At the age of 15, his raw, breathtaking talent caught the eye of Santos FC. 1 year later, he made his professional debut. And just 1 year after that, at the age of 17, he was wearing Brazil's iconic yellow jersey and lifting the World Cup trophy. The world had never seen anything like him. So young, so fearless, so graceful. It was like the game itself had found its favorite son. Career and achievements. From the moment he stepped onto the pitch, Pele transformed football into art. At Santos FC, he became a legend. With dazzling dribbles, impossible goals, and a heart that beat only for the game, he led Santos to countless victories. But it was what he did for Brazil that etched his name into eternity. 3 World Cups, 1958, 1962, 1970. No one else in the history of football has ever done that. Not before, not since. In 1958, he was a boy genius. In 1962, despite injury, he inspired his team. And in 1970, in what many still call the greatest football team ever assembled, he was the leader, the maestro, the king. His header of the final is embraced with Jairzinho, the joy on his face. They remain timeless images of glory. His numbers were astonishing. Over 1,000 career goals, officially 1,281 goals in 1,363 matches. But his legacy is not in the map. It's in the moments, the bicycle kicks, the impossible passes, the joy that radiated from him every time he touched the ball. In the twilight of his career, he brought football to America. Signing with the New York Cosmos, he ignited a new era of global awareness for the sport. Stadiums filled, fans wept. Football, the beautiful game, was now a global religion, and Pele was its prophet. The GOAT mentality. What made Pele different was not just talent, it was intention. He didn't play just to win. He played to uplift, to unify, to show that joy could live on a football field. His mindset was a mix of humility and hunger. He trained relentlessly, honored the game, and gave everything, not just for trophies, but for what football meant to the world. He often spoke of hard work, perseverance, learning, and sacrifice. But always he said the secret was love. Love for the game, love for people, love for life. He once said, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing." And you felt that in every goal, every celebration, every moment. Pele didn't need to shout about his greatness. He lived it quietly, with grace. He didn't chase fame. Fame found him because he chased excellence with a pure heart. Life beyond football. After retiring, Pele became something even greater than a sports icon. He became a global ambassador for peace, education, and youth development. He worked with organizations like UNICEF and UNESCO. He met with world leaders. He didn't just sit on a legacy. He expanded it, using his platform to build a better world. He also embraced art. He wrote books, starred in films, shared stages with legends like Muhammad Ali. Wherever he went, Pele carried the magic of football with him, not as a celebrity, but as a human being who believed the game could heal, unite, and inspire. He didn't walk with the arrogance of a king, but rather with the quiet dignity of someone who had given his life to something greater than himself. He inspired not just fans, but entire generations of footballers. Every trick, every dribble, every roar of a stadium owes a part of itself to the legacy Pele left behind. Legacy and what he left behind. Pele passed away in December 2022, but he didn't really leave us. His spirit lives in every football played on a dusty field, in every child who dares to dream beyond their circumstances, in every underdog story that becomes legend. In Brazil, he wasn't just a footballer. He was the soul of a nation. For a country struggling with poverty and inequality, he represented hope, pride, identity. He was their son, their hero, their king. To the world, he was proof that greatness can rise from anywhere, even from a small town called Three Hearts. That you don't need wealth to succeed, just vision. You don't need fame to matter, just purpose. With a ball, a dream, and a relentless heart, Pele changed everything. There may never be another Pele, not because others aren't great, but because he was the first, the original, the soul of the game, the reason billions fell in love with football. Before the GOAT debates, before the marketing, before the metrics, there was Pele, the boy who played with joy, the man who gave football its soul. He didn't just wear the crown, he gave football its kingdom. He was a Rey, the king. And kings, true kings, never die. They become legend. Pele's legacy lives in every goal, every cheer, every child dreaming on the streets. If his story moved you, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell to celebrate more legends who shaped the world of sport. The king may rest, but his soul plays on.